Managing your weight around the holidays just requires a little planning. For example, I took the batteries out of my scale today. Well, managing technically doesn't need to be done good. If you're managing, even if you're doing it poorly, it's still managing. Women never apologize. Ugh, they just sleep naked and let you decide if you're still mad or not. To take a page out of the book that most of these kind of people resort to when it comes to blaming a woman for still being in an abusive relationship, you're the one that's enabling this, bro. If you want to try and make out that this is some example that women just aren't capable of expressing their feelings and, they just resort to these cheap tactics to take advantage of us vulnerable males, then how about you just stop being attracted to your wife? Stop finding her beautiful to the point where if she shows that she's interested for a night, that you're not. You know what? You're not into women anymore. You like boys. And then she'll be forced to have an actual conversation with you and actually apologize for things. Trust me, lads, unless you start kissing boys, your wife will never learn to properly apologize. Legend has it that a man parked his car while waiting for his wife to get ready. Okay, I'm holding space for the people whose partners genuinely don't start getting ready until you tell them that we're leaving in 30 minutes. Okay, this is fair. It's a valid point. Valid point to get upset about that. Under the context, gentlemen, that you don't suddenly need to poop once she's finally ready. The moment she's mutually ready to go, your bowels, that you're in pause mode, okay? Not until you get to your destination may you release the poo. With a pocket full of cash and a tank full of gas, you are free. With electric vehicles and digital currency, you are controlled. Is that really what people thought society was like before digital things? That everyone was free to do what they wanted? Laws have existed well before the internet. I guarantee you the 50-year-old who posted this only hates digital currency because they keep foolishly falling for scams. Back in my day, I only lost my money because someone threatened me at knife point and stole the cash in my pocket. But now it's my own fault because I thought Brad Pitt wanted to marry me. It's not fair. Now Facebook has blocked a picture of the cross. Let's light them up with this. An image that technically doesn't light up. It's actually screens that light up. So really this, image isn't lighting up anything. I will not be silent about God and Jesus, they say, going through the entire process of posting this online, which is the sound of literally just... Yeah. Welcome to the Gen X playground. In case of injury, stop crying, blow on it, walk it off, you're fine. No one really cares. Oh, don't worry. Your kids and grandkids are very well aware that you think no one cares. Despite you then ironically also complaining about some current situation that's happening that you don't personally benefit from. It is an ironic mantra to have when you are literally the type that does complain about things as if you think someone should really care. Also, let's look at this playground and come on. Boring. So boring. The park near my place has a literal design like this, though. It's more like a triangular spiderweb cylindrical design of sorts, but it's like rope, so it's a bit more bouncy, so you can sort of bounce around in it and jump around in it a lot more safely. It's so much better and just as chaotic to play around in. Playgrounds haven't gotten softer and all that kind of crud. They're literally better. They're more interesting to play in. If I wanted to go jumping around and getting smacked on my back by a bunch of metal poles, I'd just go to a shady part of town and get into a fight with a gang. So here we have some very, very basic artwork here of this, definitely older lady. Can't tell if she is high as a kite or extremely intoxicated as she's leaning out the car like this. I think she's going to throw up. But don't worry, it's answered pretty accurately with the title of this comic, Auntie Acid. And here I was thinking that the drugs and stuff are only, the youth are crazy with it, not us older people. No, we're the sophisticated society of the generations. Okay, anyway, just looking at this particular emotional state she's in. She must be making some commentary about the traffic, right? No.
Imagine we all switched to cursive writing and stick-shift cars again. We could totally confuse an entire generation.
There is something ironic about the demographic of our people who need glasses the most are the ones who think they'd be best at understanding cursive and doctor's note level of writing. Also, no one's forgotten stick shift. It's just an outdated and unnecessary, trait of cars these days. It's like complaining the youth don't know how to use a fan when we have air conditioning thing now. Now look, yes, in some instances a stick-shift car is more efficient and better than an automatic, but many automatic engines these days are just as reliable as those manual cars from the days past. And with vehicular computers on board as well, that also helps with the fact of being more efficient too, to the point where even a human actually being manual themselves might actually be less efficient. Of course, as a result, that makes checkups and maintenance a lot more expensive as a result too, because you also got to make sure the computer is up and running at most prominent efficiency. But even ignoring all that, I guarantee those revving hoodlums that drive by the neighborhood at 3 in the morning aren't using automatic vehicles. They are like me. They enjoy the feeling of the knob in the center console, and they like to move it and bump it around and grip it. And I'm stopping that. Nope. Don't take that out of context. I like manuals. I can't even think of a name. Name this cut. Haircut. Done. Easy. I don't know what took you guys so long to figure that one out. I am liking to imagine, though, that this haircut is actually the edge of a portal, and what we're seeing is someone from another dimension just popping their head through. Imagine the business opportunity with that, though. You could literally hire yourself out for the day and have someone from another dimension, like, want to just hire your body to go about and experience the world that you exist in. You got your ears, so you can still hear them as they're walking around and stuff, and then they can see, they'll just guide you along, and yeah, call it Uber Feet. But where does your face go, though? It goes onto their portaled body, where they're sitting on some sort of mechanism that has a little string right in front of your face that all you have to do is pull on it with your mouth, and it will slip them out of the portal and back into their world, so that way you can safely retake control of your body. Just for any emergency situations, you know? This is a great idea. I'm going to patent it right now. Kind of takes the fun out of it when all the gifts are digital downloads. I disagree. You know what's great about a digital Christmas? No cleaning up. No wasted paper and plastic and bags. Far smoother process in case you want to refund something or replace it. And hey, look, if your kids are so crazy about getting to, rip things open and stuff, just, I don't know, digital gift voucher for a smash room. Done. It's best of both worlds. Now, look, I am open to criticism on this idea because I am someone who genuinely avoids setting up Christmas stuff just because I know I'm going to have to eventually take it down. So yeah. Okay, look, I'm not the best person to make critical thoughts on holiday events that I genuinely avoid ever even bothering to put the effort into. And I will not confirm nor deny it because of the fact that every year in my adult life, I've only ever gotten, underwear for Christmas from family, to the point... I put effort into my gifts, and that's what I'd get in return. It's just... Come on, man. It's okay, though. Look, I'm not bitter about Christmas, all right? I get to work the public holiday rates, yes, please, you give me that money. Every family needs to get back to this. Yes. Ducking your head down because there's a bomber plane flying overhead. Just like things should be. Also, isolating that one kid from the family. They get to lie down on the chair, okay? The chair's closest to the window, so if an explosion happens, then whoopsie, one less mouth to feed. This boomer is more concerned with men's fashion than he's willing to admit. The decline of America displayed in 2 pictures of NFL head coaches. Here we have a man who's pedantic about style and fashion and, all those things that girls should only care about in terms of looking pretty. And then we have this disgusting excuse for masculinity. Only wearing clothes that feel comfortable and not caring about how others perceive if he looks pretty or not. He's entirely too focused on strategy and actually doing the work than to look good. Damn it, men. Be more insecure about looking good or not in front of people. But only as long as it's in a way that I approve of in terms of masculinity, because if you look too feminine, then I'm going to be insecure about my own projection of attraction towards you, because though I am someone who's attracted to feminine peoples, most specifically women, because they have feminine traits that I find attractive, I'm going to be confused by you looking a bit feminine, even though it's totally okay for me to find you attractive in that feminine way, because again, I am attracted to that femininity. But don't do that, because then I feel I'm being tricked, and that scares me. Masculinity. Because when poo-poos hit the fan, no one looks for a feminist. Okay, so, yes, but no? Because, no one's going to be looking for someone's particular political ideologies when it comes to an emergency situation. Ma'am, there's a fire. I have to get you out of here.
Not until you tell me what policies you hope get voted through the Senate.
Ma'am, your cat is literally on fire.
Answer me, damn it!
Secondly, masculinity isn't a male-only thing. It's just an umbrella term to define a bunch of traits that a lot of people tend to have either all the time or just moment by moment. Femininity and masculinity are about as in-depth depth and descriptive of the human, like, psychology as saying someone is either happy or sad. That, oh, nothing in between. No, it's just happy or sad. You're only masculine or feminine. God forbid some people are feminine yet brave, or masculine yet nurturing. It's just so annoying because posts like this imply things like single dads who manage to do a very good job despite all the odds of raising a child on their own due to various circumstances. Like, apparently they can't exist. They're impossible. That child is doomed to be a pathetic failure among society because he's just incapable of doing that. You know, he can't nurture. That's feminine. It's dumb. This post is dumb. It's a great example of being correct, but also not deserving the credit for being correct because you got to that justification in such a dumb, stupid way. 8 hours gaming. 1 minute listening to a woman talk. Damn, man. Your spine is so fragile that the moment you have to lift up your neck to look away from your screen that your entire back gets sore? No? What about the characters in the video games you play? Are you just not aware that there are women in the games you play? God damn, no wonder the chiropractic industry is still booming despite the pseudoscience behind it. I mean, there's gamers like these people who just, the moment they hear dialogue of a woman in a game, they're straight over. They need to make another booking. Found another EV charging with an outlet they shouldn't be charging with. Last I checked, gas still isn't free, and neither is your charging. This is why I keep bolt cutters with me. I guarantee this is the only time they've ever needed to genuinely use the bolt cutters, and even then, this isn't a genuine need. So if it isn't clear with all this, basically this electric vehicle person is using an outlet that is on it's like a public, light post or something? I don't know what it is exactly, but they're basically just charging it from what is technically the city itself rather than from some designated charging station. They're literally doing the equivalent of going to McDonald's and using one of their power outlets against the wall there to charge your phone. Now, you might fairly argue that, oh, hang on, the phone doesn't exactly charge that much electricity for Maccas to make it worth their time to actually, charge you for using their electricity like that. But in this case, this is an entire car. That's gonna guzzle up so much electricity, and us taxpayers are paying for it. It's like they're getting free fuel at our expense. Well, friends, from the most reliable source I could find regarding this, it costs about 11 cents an hour. Source, a vault owner. So, personally, while I do agree there's a sense that they are using the public's infrastructure at our expense, are we really? Out of all the things that are considered theft and a waste of expenses from the government or our local, town, council, etc., we're really going to go after people who are stealing maybe 33 cents. See, apparently about almost 12 years ago at this point, man charged with theft and arrested for plugging car into school's outlet while they were watching their son's tennis practice. The case got dismissed, but he was still sent to jail for 15 hours over, guess how much money? 5 pennies. They estimated he stole 5 pennies of electricity when he was charging his car for 20 minutes. So yeah, just a typical boomer complaining about a non-issue that when it comes to wasting resources, there are much bigger fish to fry. Current generation.
It's not fair. Your generation had it easy.
Our generation. I love that I actually know what that is. I don't even need to actually look at the coding here. This is pretty simple. 2 words, folks. The first word starts with F. But also, imagine your argument for saying your generation actually had it tough was because you had very slow keyboards. Wow. Well, oh man. You really suffered, didn't you? Spend some time with your elders. Not everything is found on Google. I don't know. I can find a lot of racism and outdated ideologies on Google. Can't get that live theatrical experience of someone complaining that life isn't the way it used to be, though, because of they're projecting their insecurity over the fact they feel outdated and forgotten about. That's unique to them. That's unique to the elders. How does the halo get out? He's on his way. Christmas starts with Christ. Yeah, R.I.P. to this woman's womb. That's you can't fold it. It's not a squishy one. It's not. Is the halo made of flesh? Hopefully, not like ceramic bone or something. That'll be terrible. Why does my head hurt so bad? A father's love is no less than a mother's. That's why men are so dumb and stupid. We don't have a brain. We literally have a child. That's why men are considered more childish. We literally have a child as a brain. That would also explain why we love boobies so much. Women who love boobies, they're just weird. They have no excuse. The fact that jellyfish have survived 650 million years despite not having brains gives hope to many people. Rejoice, men! The babies aren't a problem in our heads, and that's all thanks to jellyfish. We had no idea how good we had it and no clue we were the last ones. Well, yeah, because, a lot of yous actually ended up dying because you didn't have proper safety precautions put in place. I mean, you can look up the statistics of how much the death rate fell dramatically once we had things like seatbelts and enforced helmets, etc. Like, the data is there. I guarantee the only reason not many people complained back in the day is because they didn't survive to tell the tale. Only legends can understand. Well, yeah, it's pretty obvious here. This guy's an idiot and he's using the wrong cable. I don't know if is this even his cable? It's black. Like, come on, man. You're not fooling anyone. Life is basically all the stuff you have to do to get from coffee time to margarita time. Truer things have never been said, AI-generated Charlie Brown. Go on, just look at the image for longer than 5 seconds and you can see this is AI. Meanwhile, and things definitely put on someone's car windscreen as if this is... Really? You gonna put this on your windscreen?
Why ask me to press 1 for English, then transfer me to someone who barely speaks it? Look at that loser. I played him because I was bored. Lol.
I think she likes me. Hey, it's the old women must definitely know what they want at all times and only ever do things out of the blue because they've actually been manipulating you this entire time and aren't equally people who are just making their way through life and making choices that they later regret or have a different decision on after things come their way that make them realize that actually, you know what? I don't want this anymore. I want to go a different direction of my life. No. None of that's true. No, it must be because the woman who said she liked you at first, she was just playing you. And hey, you do whatever you like to help protect your insecurity and fear that it might happen to you again, where you end up liking someone and give some commitment that they end up not actually wanting to give commitment to you further after a bit of time. It's okay. You go ahead and project that insecurity in a meme.
Fast way to get fat. 8 letters.
Marriage.
I've never not seen an older man say this sort of thing who wasn't he himself fat. Like, you live the life you want to live. That's all fine by me. But when you try to imply that it's like only one aspect of your relationship that is the one who's being lazy or is given up, so to speak, then Zero engagement 24 hours after posting. As it should be. Men will literally choose a shy, polite, soft woman with 0 achievements over an arrogant career woman. Oh yeah, sure, if you're in your late 50s and 60s and, still can't seem to handle the fact that women have some sort of independence now, but I can't be bothered to actually source a screenshot of the data, but there are statistics that show that actually there are far more women these days who are actually in careers and making a good amount of money, either equal to or even a little bit more than their partner or just a little bit less than their partner. More of them are in secure relationships these days than women who are not. But of course, they're all just beta male cocks. I mean, that's the only reason they're all happily content together. It's nothing to do with the fact that they've just learned to understand in this current economy that it's actually better to have 2 people who earn a decent income where you can kind of, adult together. No. It must be because men are failing. Missing. Have you seen these people? Description. Ambitious young adults with shovels during a snowstorm who are looking to make money by shoveling sidewalks and driveways, etc. Last seen sometime before the invention of Microsoft's Xbox, Sony's PlayStation, and Nintendo's Wii home video consoles. I'm so sorry. I did eat all the children. I'm so sorry. I got married recently, you see, and I just, I had to get fat, but everything I ate just wouldn't work, so I ate all the kids in your neighborhood. If the moon is up in space, how am I able to see blue sky through it? Shouldn't it look more like this? Oh my god! Oh wow! Oh... God, school really was bad back then, wasn't it? Don't worry, give him about a month for it to click into them that, the blue is black behind the moon. It's just, it's just when it comes into the Earth's atmosphere, it has this tinge of blue, but... Oh, wow. Wow! Like, obviously you are not seeing blue through it. It is just the fact that the darkness, is all blue. If you think this is destroying the planet, and this is saving it, you might be a moron. Okay, now hold up though, is that genuinely like a solar farm? Because that looks incredibly inefficient and just difficult to monitor or manage, man. I think someone's just upset that some solar farm managed to get their prime real estate that they were hoping to get themselves. Just, man, look, I know it would actually burn your feet and face off to the smithereens, but just go skateboarding down that. That'd be pretty cool. Kids today will never know. Never know what? Theme parks? It's like an every single sort of carnival place, event, show, whatever you call them wherever you live. Here in Brisbane, we call it the Eka. But like, I mean, come on. Every traveling fair has these sort of rides. This is, kids today do know. What's for dinner?
Nothing.
That's what we had last night.
I made enough for 2 nights.
God damn it, that's actually a pretty good one. We might be old. Well, I'm glad we came to that agreement. Moving on. We got great hair. When girls need extra money, OnlyFans. When boys need extra money, only hands. Okay, that expression with, the previous mention of OnlyFans, it is not what you are trying to imply. I am absolutely not interpreting it as the way you want it to be interpreted. Women just pose pretty, but it's men who aren't willing to get their hands dirty. Not in that way, though. Not in that way, though. Plants are not alternative medicine. They are the original. No, you know what? No, that's got truth to it. They are the original. And they are great for things like, hey, ooh, you burnt yourself? Get some aloe vera gel. But, ooh, cancer? No. Doctor, hospital, actual treatment. First graders after selling a $1 pen for $2 to their friends. This is how we get rich, boys. Smell that money.
Howard, you have anything for Goodwill that you don't use anymore?
Dude, no. Dude, no. Do you not pee? Howard! Never mind, I think you just secrete your urine from your skin's pores because, my God, it's like you're wearing urine. Check this out. It's the latest thing. It's called a landline. It's got a cord and it's bolted to the wall. You will never lose your phone. You know what? The thing is, I'm sure some archaeologists one day when humanity ceases to exist, they're going to come across this and think that that's, the wall phone came after the portable one because we just kept losing and breaking them. Imagine using your baby announcement to tell the world your husband is bad at schmicks.
Recipe for baby. 1 cup mommy, 3 pups.
Daddy, mixed with love, bake until July. You can't use the word pumps here. No. And just, I'm sorry. Anything beyond just saying, hey, we're pregnant, like, anything further than announcing that is just far too much detail and effort to let us know what you did. Because we all know how this occurs. And honestly, I think getting as far away from insinuating that as much as possible is very much appreciated. Like, I'm all for you exploring what you're into, but I don't support being a part of your exhibitionism.
Hello, close friends and family members. We did a thing. You know the thing? Yeah, we did it. And I want to make sure you all visualize, and I want to know that you now know what we did and how we did it.
College turns children into Redditors. I mean, is it wrong though? But also, hold up, okay, I'm gonna expose to you all that this actually might be a saving grace for the kids here. They're actually escaping some real horror here. Have you seen the face on that tree? Oh my God, going to college is like that. No, the creativity and intelligence isn't leaking out of them. They're getting rid of the trauma that is living in a land where a tree has a face of,
hey, you look pretty cute. Hey, why don't you come up here and climb up my branches? Yeah, go on.
we have never found a cave painting of a salad. Okay, sure, ignoring the AI slop that there is a literal caveman here with 2 bow and arrows where he's aiming both at the same time. My God, I didn't realize we had expertise in trick shots even back then before Call of Duty. But we don't have any cave paintings of men complaining, and yet here we are, you complaining about needing to go on a more healthy diet.
They say money talks. Mine just waves goodbye.
Well, catch it. Stop letting it go away. Just ignore the fact that it's technically sentient now, because, then it's kind of entrapment, and, don't let the UN know, okay? When she says she's shy after the first date. Yeah, man, I never understand this weird behavior in some women. Like, you go on the date, they say that they're shy, and then suddenly they shove a bunch of wieners in their mouth. Like, why? I was gonna cook those, and now you slobbers all over it. Single mothers love dressing their kids like the men who left them. Hey, that's not untrue, but, you know what? Police. Why didn't you report your stolen credit card?
Man, the thief is spending less than my wife.
Man, that's crazy. It's almost as if things would be better if she had her own job and income, so that way she could spend things how she likes and you wouldn't be such a little sook about it. It's almost as if this is something you should have expected when you wanted to become the sole breadwinner and have her stay at home all day just to take care of the kids in the household. Being the one who provides all the money means you actually have to give them all the money? Oh no!
I often think about drowning my sorrows. What's stopping you?
I can't get my wife to go swimming. Jesus Christ, man. Just divorce!
The most expensive liquid in the world is a tear. It's 1% water and 99% feelings.
What?
Think before you hurt someone.
That's like everything not true. How the hell did we go from this to this? Well, some people installed hydraulics on the front of the car. Was that your question?
Baby boomers will get this. Too funny.
Yes, we'll see. A lot of us use our phones for more than just calling up people to complain about things. Young men, don't joke with this advice. Thank you, Mr. Fred Putin. I'm sorry, we just need to zoom up onto that profile picture there, because that's... wow. Anyway, what's something young men shouldn't joke with? So we got life goals here at the very end, men racing towards it, but oh no, this giant pit! It's man's greatest weakness and flaw towards their life that they must avoid at all costs. Vagina. Don't be hetero, men. If you be straight, you will fail in life. Women will learn to never apologize to you as well, so remember, only kiss boys. Kissing boys makes the women say sorry. For frick's sake, barely over Christmas and the shelves are full of Valentine's stuff already. Jeez. Oh no. Oh god. Okay, that one did get me. That's terrible, but also, goddamn, that, yeah. It's just, look, I just have a lot of memories when I was younger for Valentine's Day. Oh my god, I remember. So our school would do events for, like, you know, the week of Valentine's Day, where different grades would go to this area, in the school, and we could select from a bunch of things that everyone's brought in to sort of buy off each other, like a sort of trade swap garage sale of sorts, of just Mother's Day related gift ideas. We do it for Father's Day as well, but Mother's Day, I always remember noticing just how much it was all cleaning products. And like, my mum would buy these things for me to give to my school too, and it was like, why? Mum, why are you buying cleaning products? You're a woman, you should be against this. Do you like it, dear? I think you misunderstood what I wanted. I don't understand. What? Well, you know, we are a poly couple. And,
What do you want about Jace?
You know, no, I love it, sweetie. I love it. They want to work from home. Okay, look, in their defense, Santa, we have planes nowadays. You don't need to use the animals anymore. At this point, you should just be trading them out as some sort of luxury service of, like, you know, short rides, the same way that horse carriages are still a thing as just a luxury and not an actual mode of transportation. Relaxing Sunday. Wife planning whatever the frick she wants. You can tell it's going to live off of him and bleed him dry until he's no longer able to provide. But enough about her. Dude, you have an octopus on your back. Okay, but I mean, she looks genuinely concerned about what's going on there. Which, look, I'd be upset too if someone was trying to suck up my own wallet. 2025 starts with WTF week, just like 2020. Those who don't know, which I guess is everyone ages 1 to 4? Those who don't. Wait, what? Wait. Okay, am I missing something here? That should say those who do, right? Oh, God, am I missing something? Finally, peace on earth. Ah, yay, equality. See, there are even some women out there who are just as pathetic and disrespectful to their partners and their kids in a relationship. I'm gonna say my favorite one, though, is the top right one, just because it looks like they're actually all genuinely enjoying the idea of it, rather than just, like, playing along with some joke that one of the parents wanted to make, and the other parent's like, alright, fine, whatever makes you happy. Like, yay, we're sending a Christmas card to everyone to let them know that you think you find me really annoying to deal with in this relationship. I feel so empowered and supported by you as a partner.